Hey, Classic Joey Mac here, and welcome to another installment on my blog. I'm going to try to do these a little bit more regularly. Just haven't gotten into a pattern here. It's been one thing after another. So I thought I'd tackle a topic that was easy enough to do in one sitting, and not any special effects or anything, but a question that's always posed, I think, to a lot of comic fans is if you could have superhuman or superpower, what would it be? I want to clarify before I answer this that the question is not what's my favorite power. The question is not whose power do I think is the best. The question is, if I wanted to have a superpower, what would it be? It's a hard decision, but I know that deep down the answer is I wish I was like Magneto. I wish I had, master control of magnetism. It's not hard to explain. I feel like, there's times where I'll, walk, and I forget to shut the door behind me. I wish I could just go, and the door kind of shuts because I get the doorknob with my magnetic powers. Or sometimes when I'm angry, I wish I could just, raise, the structure of a building or a couple cars in the air and just throw them at people or whatever. Why wouldn't I say something like, psionic powers or sonic or kinetic or exploding energy blast? I don't know. I can't answer that. But for the longest time, I've always wanted Magneto's powers, and he's not even one of my favorite like superheroes or supervillains or comic characters at all. I like him. I like the character of Magneto, but the power for some reason is appealing to me. Like my favorite characters are Wolverine and Gambit, and Captain America and Jubilee and Batman and the Joker and all these other people. But for some reason, if someone was to put a gun to my head and said, if you had to pick a power, what would you want? It would have to be the power of being able to be the master of magnetism, I guess. There's something to controlling it, bending steel, And the thing is, you'd think you would want to pick a power where it's hard to find a weakness. I mean, with the Master of Magnetic, or Master of Magnetism type of power, we've seen in the movies, you just remove anything that's magnetic. True, it's somewhat hard, but at the same time, it's feasible. It's doable. Certainly, it's not it's a strong power, but it's not the most powerful. So I wonder what other people say. Please, leave comments, or whatever. I've gotten a couple emails, because I've told people that I'd like to do this one. It's something that every comic fan has an ideal power. Probably more than one, obviously. But like I said, if I break down the question, it's not what's my favorite superpower, what power do I think is the coolest, it's which one would I want. And there is just something appealing. I often daydream, at work or whatever. I'm like, what, I'm pissed off. I wish I could just go, and have the whole structure collapse on itself and me kind of gravitate above it, and or me just, blow up some tanks or whatever. So, I don't know. I mean, that's just my thinking on the subject. I'd love to hear what other people have to say on it. And I'm not saying it, like I said, because, I like Magneto, the character. I like the character and not well enough, but not my favorite. I'm not obsessed with it. I'm not obsessed with him, so that's not the reason that I'm picking it. There is a sexiness to that power, you know, having that control, that type of control. Any one of us could easily say, I wish I was like Apocalypse or, you know, whatever, Darkseid, you know, and have that type of power, or Sinestro. There is something to having something so simple be so destructive. You know, we use steel, metal, you know, for so many things, and to have the power to be over those things it's just quite appealing. It's I guess we're getting to the destructive side of classic Joey Mac here. There is something to be said. It would be hard to have that type of power though and be a hero, I believe. Why would, you know, it would be useful, but why wouldn't I just go destroy a bank or whatever? Or I don't even know where I'm going with that, but yeah. So I'd like to hear what you guys have to say on the subject. You know, I'm sure there's quite a few people out there that, you know, would like to chime in and, you know, reveal what their, you know, dream power is or whatnot. It's hard breaking it and separating it from, you know, your favorite superhero villains. You know, could have easily said a Gambit or even a Nightcrawler or something, you know, teleporting or whatever. You know, again, you know, if you got to separate it from the character, you know, what power would you feel would benefit you the most? What, you know, what power would you, you know, feel would be the most useful to your, you know, the grand scheme of your plans? So, I'd love to hear your, you know, your feedback. I love these emails. I like, you know, the questions and stuff like that. Please, you know, again, email me at classicjm85@yahoo.com for, you know, just ideas, suggestions, feedback, you know, whatever. I'd like to start rolling out these blogs, you know, more and more. You know, we're working on a movie right now, and yeah, and things are going well. So, this is Classic Joey Mac, signing out. See ya.